Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're doing a little smoked queso. By little I mean a lot. We are going to be doing 3 batches. We're going to do a mild, medium, and hot batch. And so I've got the Velveeta, the pepper jack, and some jalapenos, some hot sausage, and some ground beef here, along with some extras, some spices, and then we're going to be using some mesquite and hickory to do the smoking. A little bit, like basically 4 fingerfuls of hickory to 1 mesquite. Because mesquite's very pungent, but the cheese should be able to take it. So got a little bit of cream cheese just to smooth it off, have some beer in the fridge, and then just a plethora of options. Seasoned to taste. I don't really have a recipe for this, but what I will be doing is chopping jalapenos, cutting them up, sweating them off on the grill, and actually grilling them up, and then dicing them up and putting them into the aluminum pan with all the rest of the stuff. So we're going to live with some sausage on the hot sausage, 1 hot sausage, and then this is a 3-pound piece. We'll do 1 pound kind of mixing sausage and beef, and then we'll do 2 pounds of beef just as this. So that'll be the mild side. So yeah, that should be that. And then basically I've got people that have been saying, hey, we want to try some of this, so I'm going to cut it up and get it out to the different people. I've got some little cups that are coming this afternoon to be able to share it, and because I'm not eating all this, I need that like I need to be hitting the head with a baseball bat. So but let's get to cooking. So for the mild or no heat, it's going to be very vanilla, so it'll be just ground beef. We got a little ground salt and ground pepper, and then we have some garlic powder and some, not that one, some onion powder, and we're just basically going to cook that down and brown it out before we put everything together. And basically while this is going on, we'll go ahead and cut up some of the Velveeta and 1 block of pepper jack. That'll basically be the only spice that really exists in it, which is going to be a very small amount. And then we'll combine that into a pan over here. And oh, I forgot. We have also some Rotel. That'll be the other bit of spice, but not by much. So that'll go in there as well. And I might add some, depending on how that mixture looks, I might add some diced tomato. We'll see. Alrighty, so since we've got 4 blocks of Velveeta and we're only making 3 things, I've taken the 4th block, I've cut it into thirds, so we'll just add that along to the other block here. So we're just going to cube this sucker up, and then again grab one of these guys and cube that in, throw it in there. We will add the beef in, that Rotel, and we'll get that started up. So now that we have the Velveeta cubed, the pepper jack cubed, and ground beef put in for them, this will be the mild one. I have the beef and hot sausage going for that guy. I'm going to put the Rotel in here, and maybe just, we'll wait until later to maybe add just a little bit more something or other, but this one's almost effectively done. So next up it's just getting this seasoned in the pan. We'll start cooking the jalapenos. I haven't touched anything. Like I said, this is completely virgin. There's nothing heat except the pepper jack and what will be the Rotel that goes in here. So now that I'm working on the medium, I'll go ahead and start chopping up the jalapenos and getting the rest of the cheese cut up and put into these 2 pans here. Alrighty, so this is going to be the hot type. So this is just hot sausage. I've got some onion, chopped onion, some garlic powder, some onion powder. I've got ground cayenne red pepper, and then also a little bit of Mexican style chili, and just a touch of black pepper as well. We're going to start cutting up the jalapenos now. I've done all the cheese. I realized I bought an extra pack of cheese, but I've got all the cheese set aside. This is the medium, this is the hot, and then I have over here, whoop, there it is, the mild, so I don't accidentally put something into it. So now I will go ahead and put together I'm going to cut up these guys a little bit, very mildly, chop off any dead ends or whatever, and clean them up, and then get them ready to go out on my grill and sweat them out a little bit and Yeah, that'll be good. Alrighty, and so for the hot, we're gonna add a little, once it's all browned out and everything, there's no pink in there, we're gonna add a little bit of Frank's Red Hot here. Just a touch. Cool. And then we will add just a squirt of sriracha. Let that cook in with the meat. Alright, so I have the jalapenos on here and we're just sweating them out, charring them up a little bit. And so this is basically, and it smells pretty darn spicy right now even, but I just have it on really low heat. The black is definitely coming from my grill. I've replaced the internals of this grill once, and as you can see, it's about time to just replace it as a whole to begin with, but come on. So we are going to let these guys char up a little bit, sweat out a touch, and then we will take them back inside and cut them up. Alright, so I have already gone ahead and cut 8 of these guys up. Now, if you're not aware, basically the seeds and that membrane is what makes a jalapeno spicy. For the most part, the rest of the skin and everything just gives it flavor. So with that charred up and whatnot, what I'm going to do here, I've used my tongs, grabbed a hold of it, used the knife, sliced it down. That way you don't get it on your fingertips, or you can use gloves, but either way, if you accidentally touch your eye, you will be crying. So don't do that. So anyways, I just do my best not to actually touch the peppers right now, and then use a fork to hold one side down and a spoon just to scrape the membrane out. These are going to be going into the medium, which I have labeled as well now that we've got everything together and it looks they're incorporated. Yeah, they look similar, which is why you can easily screw it up. So we're going to basically de-seed and demembrane these guys, and that way, and then we'll chop up the rest of it. If you want to be really mean, which I'm not going to do this, but you can take these seeds and membrane and actually put it into what you're going to use in the hot. But I don't think I need extra right now. The sausage, sriracha, and Red Hot was, I mean, it's not boiling or anything, but it's, I'm also giving this away. It's not just for me, so I want it to be edible for other people and not just jet fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and slice these up and cut them and see if we can get these guys chopped up and put in there. Okay, so that's what it looks like to have all of these guys just with that vein down the inside of it removed. So the seeds, that's a pile of hot. Again, you could add this to that and chop it up if you wanted to, but you don't need to. That will be plenty hot. So now we'll just dice this up, put it into the medium. I'm gonna do the same, or excuse me, I won't do the same thing. I'm gonna leave that in on these guys and just dice them up, so you'll have some of that heat in. I actually might probably cut out four of those peppers and do this for the hot. So, alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, we are getting up to temp now. We're gonna look for around 200 to 225. We're going really low with this. So, just to let everything incorporate, we have our water pan filled up. We've got a little bit of thin blue coming just from even previous bits, but I haven't actually put any wood on. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the heat here, grab some of the wood chips, and I've mixed these up. We're just basically gonna put them right here on the edge. And no, Barry, that's not something you want to eat. I'm sure you would, but that's not what you want to eat. Okay, so just gonna throw a little couple pieces just like that right there. A lot of people put a plate up here. I find that honestly, if I just do this, I don't have any problems, and I fill it up, you know, every once in a while. And the wet wood chips will keep it from just completely igniting. So close the door down here and do that. And then basically with this stuff, we will go ahead and get the, let's do the mild on the bottom. And I do have a method to my madness here. So the mild on the bottom should end up getting cooked faster. The medium here in the middle, probably gonna have to move some stuff around. So the medium, yeah, here in the middle. Yeah. And making sure we can read, mild, medium, and then we have our hot right over here. And that'll go up here on the top. Yeah, and so now we can close her up and make sure that we get up to good temp and just kind of watch it as it goes. And I've got medium open on this guy, and we're gonna do the same back here. We're gonna actually have to, there we go, medium open back here, dampers, and then on this inside it's half, 3/4 closed actually. So yeah, we'll give it some time here to get up to temp. I'm actually probably gonna open this up a little bit in the back to get it to temp, and we'll check in on it. All right, pretty excited about this. It's been, oh, I don't even know, maybe 15 minutes or so. There's a perfect blue smoke coming off the back of this guy. And man, it smells fantastic already. Things are starting to get melted in and heated up. So, gonna let it keep going. Of course, I step outside and the dogs are going crazy, but all right, so now we're gonna add just a little bit more cheese to the bottom here. We're also going to turn this down a little bit, and so get out of here. Turn down a lot of it actually, as far down as it will go. And I'm going to this guy add just this mild is just going to be the cream cheese. So I guess I'm going to start from the top down. We're going to pull out the top here and add a little bit of pepper jack and cream cheese to it, and then a splash of beer to help with the constitution here. We'll give it a good mix in just a second. Alrighty, and so now that I've made that shift around, this is what it looks like. I've stirred the mild together here, and man, it just looks killer good. So yeah, and then now we'll let the medium and the hot here get melted in. Go ahead and make sure everything's closed up and no flies in there. And keep on going. All right, I went ahead and pulled the mild in, but man, look at this stuff. It looks fantastic. The hots, the oils in the hot, and then the medium here. Got my trusty little spoon that I can just stir it up with. Man, it looks and smells fantastic. So I'm gonna put the hot down here on the bottom. I'm gonna mix these guys up, but that's it, man. That's really all there is to it, and it looks and tastes fantastic. So really excited about it. But that's all you got to do. Take it out whenever it gets the consistency, no chunks of cheese or anything like that, and we're good to go. So there you have it. There's 3 different options for you, and definitely let me know if you've tried it and have ideas or anything like that in the comments below. Love to hear from you.